Okay guys, so in our last video we covered all the basic phenomena about the protein structure, right? So afterwards from this video we were going to discuss each of the structures one by one. So in this video I am going to discuss the primary structure and the one of the structure of secondary protein structure, that is an alpha helix, or we can say helical structure. So let's start with the basic about the primary structure. So what is the primary structure? So I am already discussing it in our last video, right? So that is, the primary structure is an only long polypeptide chain that attach with an peptide bond. So that's all about it. And now what is the secondary structure and what it includes? So secondary structure includes the helical structures, beta plated sheet, or we can say turns and coils like structure. Okay, so in this video we were going to discuss all about the helical structure of secondary structure of protein. So how secondary structure is folded, or we can say created by any of the protein of the cell, is a mechanism that or we can say mechanism of the formation of hydrogen bond, hydrogen bond. So how hydrogen bond is formed between the two different type of amino acids? So during the peptide bond formation, or we can say after the peptide bond formation, see here, that is an peptide bond, right? That is CONH bond, that is an peptide bond. So I am here taking an example of the two peptide bond. So let's assume that after this is the first peptide bond, and after 3 to 4 amino acid gap there is another peptide bond. So hydrogen bond is formed between the oxygen of this carbonyl carbon and with that hydrogen atom of this nitrogen, or we can say NH bond. So here that hydrogen bond is formed between these two. Due to this hydrogen bond, they can coil, or we can say compress. We can easily understand it by rope that round around the one axial, or we can say cylinder. Here you have to assume one X, or we can say there is not any cylinder like structure, but you have to assume it like this, and one rope that is wound around this helical axis. So this type of structure is known as an helical structure, right? Here in most of the cases we find the alpha helical structure. Either it is of right-handed alpha helix, or either it is of left-handed alpha helix. How it can recognize? It can recognize by simply a thumb rule. Now if I am taking this thumb as an X, see this X, so if I am taking this as an X, then if my fingers rotate into the right direction, so that type of the helix is known as an right-handed. Or if I am taking it as an left, so that is known as an left-handed alpha helical structure. So now the another helical structure, that is an 310 helix and pi helix, that also exists in nature in some of the amount, or we can say in the very less percentage, that are approximately 3 to 7% of all the secondary structure of protein. So in that cases, how this alpha helical structure will form? So in this that hydrogen bond, see this is formed between the after we can say 4 to 5 amino acid residue. So it includes approximately 3.6 residue per ton. How it is calculated? It's just calculated simply by using, because it create the degree of angle with an 100 degree, and the total degree of angle of rotation is 360, right? So you have to simply divide that 360 with this 100. So you get that 3.6 residue per turn. Per turn means here if I am drawing the helical structure in the 2-dimension for your easy understanding with this central axial structure, then what is the we can say is 1 turn. 1 turn is just like this, from this point to this point. So between these this structure, it includes approximately 3.6 residue of amino acid, while in the 310 helix it includes only 3 residue, while in the pi helix it includes the 4.1 residue. Okay, now see here alpha helix have the 5.4 angstrom pitch, while 310 helix have an approximately 2 angstrom pitch, that is an very much less than that of alpha helix, and then pi helix have an 3.12 angstrom pitch. Okay, now what is this? This is an I, or we can say I plus 4 residue of, means that hydrogen bond is formed between the I, that is an first, assume that I as an first amino acid, and after that 4. In case of alpha helix, after 4 amino acids, that fifth one amino acids, 4 or 5th amino acid will form the hydrogen bond with that first amino acid. So that type of structure make the alpha helical structure. Now what is I plus 3? So that is the again that in the 310 helix, that hydrogen bond will form between the first amino acid and with that of 3 or 4th amino acid. Now what is the pi helix? In that pi helix you have find that hydrogen bond between your first amino acid with that of 5 or 6th amino acid. Okay, or so that's the main difference amongst these 3 helical structures. Remember that in most of the cases you find that right-handed alpha helix in protein secondary structures, while others are found but in very much less amount. Now what type of amino acids make which type of secondary structures is a major question that ask in your competitive exams. So that the answer of that question is, see, majorly that 2 amino acid, that simplest amino acid that is an glycine, and that complicated amino acid that is an proline, they are not make easily the helical structure. Okay, now they can tends to disrupt the helical structure. Okay, now the question is which type of amino acids make easily the alpha helical structure. So answer of that question is that amino acid like alanine, glutamine, glutamic acid, leucine, methionine, arginine, they form easily the alpha helical structure, or we can say particularly the right-handed alpha helical structure with that -60 degree of Ramachandran, we can say is degree of phi value. So that phi value is, we can see in the Ramachandran plot, right? So it's easily -60 and -60 again degree with psi value. So that's all about the alpha helical structure, or we can say is that right-handed alpha helical structure. But in case of the left-handed alpha helical structure, you find that phi value near 60, or we can say plus 60 degree. See, that is not an exact value you find, that depends upon your amino acids in the structure, but the nearby value of this type of structure are near 60 or plus 60, while in case of psi value, that we can say that left-handed alpha helix have the psi value near 50 degree, or we can say plus 50 degree. Okay, while in the 310 helix or we can say 310 helical structure, there is also an right-handed 310 helical structure. So that includes the phi value and psi value near that. Phi is near the minus 50 degree, while that psi is near minus 30 degree. Okay, that is not the exact value I told you, right? And phi and psi value for the pi helix is approximately minus 60 degree and minus 70 degree. Okay, so that's all about that. Pi helix is only seen in the of we can say one of the 6 protein in the nature, while 310 helix I already told you that is also in the very much less amount. And what is the visual, you can say how you can visually differentiate this type of the helical structures? By simply looking at its axial structures. I am showing you the picture how you can differentiate, but if I am drawing, then in the alpha structure, that upon your vision how it will look like an square. Upon the top view, we can say that top view of that helical structure that shows like an square, while in the 310 helix, that top view of this type of the helix will see as like your triangle. Okay, while in the pi helix will seem like circular from the top. I am showing the all of the picture of each type of the alpha helical structure. Okay, now that's all about the helical structure of or we can say helical secondary structure of protein. In our next video we were going on the beta structure, or we can say beta plated sheet structure of secondary protein structure formation. So stay tuned, and if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel and share it with your friends so we can grow together. Okay, thank you.